Well. Happy 2022. And I'm so excited if you decide to join me live or on the replay. I promise you that this free webinar will provide you with some great insight for your Facebook marketing in 2022. So if you're joining me, say hello, drop in something, say hi. I don't care. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments and I will get to them. I am doing this on StreamYard. This is where I normally do my live backstage with Cindy Rowe, and those are coming back in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. However, I've never done a webinar through StreamYard, so never shared a screen through StreamYard. So just bear with me just in case there's a little bumps in the road. This is live and makes me a little nervous. But when I normally do my webinars, it's in a private place, but I really wanted to get this message out to as many people as possible. So that's why I'm going to do that live here on Facebook. For those of you that may be joining me on the replay, this will always be on my Facebook page, which is the beauty of having it live on Facebook, right? So I'll pin it to the top of my page so people can find it. If I go too fast and you need to skip ahead on the replay and find out where those great tips were, that will be easy for you. So again, thank you very much for joining me. I am excited to bring you some of this information and I will get going. And I know everybody's time is valuable. So again, bear with me. Let's hope this all works the way I'm anticipating it to work here live on StreamYard. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Give me a thumbs up or a yay that you guys can see my Facebook Marketing 2022. And I am going to expand the screen so I can see it a little bit better. So today, really want to give you a recap of some of the major changes that are happening right now on Facebook. And you know, here we go, right? Like, this is why you're here. We have 2.9 billion active users, which is crazy on Facebook. YouTube is coming in a strong second at 2.3 billion, Instagram 1.4 billion, and Facebook Messenger is 1.3 billion active users. So that's why you're here. You want to know how to use it best for your business. I understand. I do. Yeah, so social media is a way of life. Everybody is on it. Take a look at these stats. 4.5 billion active users. That's more than half of the global population at 57.6%. And we spend a lot of time on our social media channels. Now, this is not just Facebook specific, but social media in general. 2 hours, 27 minutes, holy moly. And we use like 6 different social media platforms. So I wanted to share this with you just because statistics like this really freak me out, but it also gets me really excited because social media for small businesses is, generally speaking, free, right? It's a way we can get out our message to potential customers and without even spending a lot of time or money. So without further ado, I'm going to hit the screen. We're going to go to the next slide. Everybody wants to know about the organic reach. Do you have to pay to play for Facebook? No, not necessarily, but you have to know where you need to spend your efforts. So organic reach tips. Number 1, post more video content. Ta-da! Facebook Live. Use Facebook Lives regularly. Ta-da! Which is really interesting because last year I started my Facebook Live show, and I noticed engagement. I noticed my other posts getting further reach. So, you know, it is true. So if you could do a Facebook Live regularly, I guarantee you your organic reach will increase. Using images versus just text. That will increase your organic reach. Adding hashtags to all your posts. So here is the cool thing. Hashtag, you can always use hashtags on Facebook, but it was never really the thing until recently. Most of the time people would use it on Twitter or Instagram. Facebook has now opened that up as a searchable tool. So utilizing a handful of hashtags on your posts may be able to get you in front of new people, may get you the opportunity to be seen by somebody that is on your page that maybe hasn't seen you recently. So using, I would say, 3 to 5 hashtags, relevant hashtags, not necessarily like hashtag hot mama or something like that, but like seriously interesting hashtags that coordinate with the content that you're putting out there. And I really don't know why I just said hashtag hot mama, but hey, it's live and you just never know what Cindy Rose is going to say. You can also go back, the beauty of this, you can go back to other posts that you've done last year that you want to get a little bit more reach on and add hashtags to them. It's showing that they will actually be recirculating them. So if there's a post that you feel like should have gotten a better reach, go ahead and go back, edit it, add some hashtags and see what it does. The other organic reach tip is to mix up the frequency. So let's say you are on average posting 2 or 3 times a week on your business page, maybe add one more. Or if you are posting several times a day on your business page, take it down to once a day. So just play with the frequency. Also, what that means is play with the different times of day. Now, if you use Business Suite to schedule your posts on Facebook, it is now giving you optimal times to post. These are when your followers are most active on Facebook. So you don't have to guess, like, when will my people see this? Now, I have noticed that even though it says it's optimal time for me to post because that's when my people are on, doesn't necessarily they want to hear from me at 8 p.m. at night. So it all is all about playing around, see what sticks, see what works, and see where you're getting that more of the reach that you're looking for. And then my last tip is to use stories. Facebook has had their stories feature for quite some time. It actually started on Instagram and flowed over to the Facebook world. And if you could keep 1 to 3 active stories daily, I will guarantee you will see a higher organic reach on your Facebook page. So 5.2% is the average organic reach. Is that a lot? Absolutely not. But I will give you some tips on how to, or what kind of posts actually work best to increase this organic reach. So 5.2%, that's about, that goes off of the number of followers that you have to your page. So approximately 1 out of 19 followers are going to see your information organically. So keep that in mind. If that is not cool with you, that's where you start paying and advertising. I'm not going to go into depth on that in this webinar. Maybe in a future lunch and learn, we can talk about Facebook advertising. But for today, organic reach, I'm talking about all the things that your business can do right now for free on Facebook in 2022 to reach more customers, which is what we all want, right? All right, next slide. Top performing content. Actually, I'm gonna exit out of I have a full screen. I just want to make sure, okay. I just want to make sure there weren't any questions. So I can't see the questions if they pop up the way I'm looking at it right now. All right, top performing content. This is to get the best out of the organic reach. Image posts. So that's taking a cool graphic. Doesn't always have to be a professional graphic with type on it, copy on the graphic. It can be a selfie. It could also be any picture that you can get off of the internet that is not protected by the copyright. And if you need free sites for these images, just drop a comment and I will add those to this list, because I have 3 sites that I absolutely love to get some great images for. If you want to create a graphic, you could use Canva. I've talked about that many times. So that would be an image with some copy on it, maybe a border, branded look, maybe with your logo. Does not have to be like this all the time. Play around with it. In the copy of the post, make sure you have a call to action. And I have done some research, and I know a couple seminars ago, workshops ago, we talked about not putting links in with your copy. Well, after further research and most recent research, that is not the case. So go ahead and drop the link into your Facebook post. So this was probably 2018, 2019. They talked about how Facebook was preventing posts to be seen that had links within their copy. Well, as of late, it's not true, or they've changed the way they are doing things, and it's not true. So add those links. And the really cool thing about this is, if you really think about it, and you want people to interact and engage with your post, what if they share it, right? What if they share that post and you don't have a link to how to get to your website or to your information? The comments don't always flow with the shared post. And so if you're missing out on that link, having it put into your post, you're missing out of ways for people to reach you. Now, of course, they can always come back and look at your page, but that takes time and effort, and people are like, well, I don't want to have to do that. So just keep that in mind. And a call to action. What do you want those people to do? Tell them. Don't assume people know what you want them to do. Next up, Facebook Live. There's a reason for this, right? So 1 time a week, 10 to 45 minutes long, there's a new feature with Facebook events that you can do a Facebook Live event, which I was going to do before, but I decided I wasn't a professional, I guess, at those Facebook Live events yet. So, and I know StreamYard, so that's why I chose StreamYard. But believe me, I will be playing around with that new feature, the Facebook Live event. Facebook Lives can be informational. They can be a webinar, just like what I'm doing. But it can also just be a chat, right? An opportunity for people to ask questions, to offer feedback. So just think about all the different ways that your business could use Facebook Live, and try to incorporate it into a strategy that you do it once a week. Stories, I already talked about that, 1 to 3 active at a time. So the cool thing is you can create them in Instagram and cross-post it to Facebook, so you're not doing double duty. And actually Facebook, or Instagram, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go into a lot of depth on Instagram because this is Facebook Marketing 2022, but since they're owned by the same big guy, right? Yeah, so that's why I wanted to peek in here. So Instagram is no longer just a visual social media platform. That's how it started out. Now it is video content. So as you can see, they are promoting Reels and they're promoting stories more so than the feed. So create your story on Instagram, have it flow right over into Facebook, and you've killed two birds with one stone. Video is king, and it will be for a really, really long time. So it's time to get comfortable with it. I know I don't like doing it, but I know that when I do it, I get a bigger response. And again, we're talking about organic reach, right? This is one great way to get organic reach. So you don't always have to go live. You can pre-record it. Maybe that makes you a little bit more comfortable so you can edit it out. You don't have to get fancy. You can use your cell phone. And you don't even have to use special software or apps. I mean, I like InShot. That's probably my favorite if I had to use an app. But sometimes I'll just record it right on my phone and then plop it right into Canva, add a few things to it, and upload it. So videos uploaded 5 minutes or longer is the sweet spot, right? And then the cool thing is that video, you can chop it up and use it in different places. You can also post it on YouTube. So think about it, where content, you want to be smarter and not work as hard, right? So if you're creating video content, see where else you can put that stuff. Reels, talked about it just a little bit ago. Again, create this on Instagram and flow it over to Facebook. Reels is brand new on Facebook, but it does outperform all other content formats on Instagram, so I can only assume that's what's going to happen on Facebook. And the other top performing content is the colored background. So if you are unfamiliar with that, you can actually create a post that has a colored background that Facebook has available to you, right? I've played around with this in the last year, and I will tell you, I get a lot of engagement. Now, maybe it's the questions I ask or what I post, but it seems to me that I get a lot of feedback. So some of the questions, if you are not familiar with my Facebook page, I encourage you to go over there and check it out, like a few things so you can see my content. Everything I do there is free. I like to give, and let you know what I've learned so that you can put it into your business. But the colored background posts really have nothing to do with marketing or small businesses. It's just general. Like, I think one of them I did last week was, when do you take down your Christmas tree? I've done hot chocolate or, hot apple cider. So just asking questions, but I always use the colored background, and I do get quite a bit of interaction with that. Again, more top performing content, plain text. What that means is just typing out the text. Like I do sometimes on my Facebook group, just typing out the information and let it be. A link post, so where you are adding a link that maybe goes to your blog. The live audio rooms, have not played around with that yet. Maybe. I don't know how I would want to utilize them yet, but that's another opportunity for us to get in front of people. Facebook events, again, those Facebook events, they've been there forever. Great way to engage with people. One of my biggest tips for a Facebook event is, once you create it, don't forget about it. So as the event is creeping up, go ahead and add comments, add an excited picture, whatever, like it's happening in 2 days type of thing. Keeping it top of mind, because we may say we're interested 3 weeks ago and completely forget to add it to our calendar. And then, the day comes and we miss it. So adding different, like for me, if I had a Facebook event, I would add maybe a statistic or something that I might get a share, or just an excited face like, hey, it's happening. Don't forget to, put this on your calendar or whatever. And then podcasts. This is fairly new, and it's being So if you don't see it on your Facebook business page, it will be coming to you soon. But if you have a podcast, you can actually link it to your Facebook page so that it shows up there. So again, creating content once, seeing where else you can put it. And so there is another place for the organic reach. And next, so here is, I grabbed this off of, I believe, HubSpot as well. Facebook organic interactions by post type. You can see live video, it's huge. Followed by images, next video, the link, and then a status. So here's the proof of everything I've just been talking about. One of the other things I wanted to talk about too, I get this question all the time. Do I have to schedule content? No, you don't. For me, it makes it a lot easier. And then the other follow-up question is, if I do schedule content, does it matter where I schedule it? Does it matter if I use Creator Studio over Business Suite or over a third party? Nope, it doesn't. So go ahead and wherever works best for you, go ahead and use it. Again, I do encourage people to schedule their content. That way things don't get missed and you can stay consistent. It's part of my strategy for not only me personally in my business, but for my social media marketing management clients. Reels. Whew. All right, I'm going to take a little breather. I want the people that are on live with me right now, there's just a handful of you in the comments. Let me know, have you done a reel yet? Whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, tell me. I'm going to take a sip of water. And if you are wondering what is a reel, well, it is a very, very short video. Now, it's very similar to what you've seen for TikTok. Actually, it's an exact replica. It is just on Facebook and Instagram. So, and as TikTok is rolling out new features, eventually Facebook and Instagram get it. So it's a copycat. But reels can be 15 seconds to 15 seconds to 60 seconds in length. It can have audio, so you can add music to it. You can add your own music, or they have selected music. You can actually save music from another user and use it, or you don't have to have music at all. You can actually be talking just like I'm talking to you. Or you don't even have to show your face. You don't even have to talk at all. But what it does is it gets you in front of your audience in a different way. So I know people are hesitant to try something new. I really do encourage you to do it. Reels are not going away. And I guess if somebody were to ask me, well, what kind of reels should I do? I would encourage you to hop on your competitors and see what they're doing, or people like you. And then I would actually just go into Instagram. Facebook is brand new with Reels, so they're a little bit harder to find, but you can find them very easily on Instagram. So go through there and just scroll. And when you see a couple of reels that are using the same music, save it. And then figure out what's a cool way I can express what I do to this music, because hopping on music trends is a key for having a great, successful reel. But you don't always have to show your face. You can show your product. You can show various pictures of things. There's one of a sunset with an ocean, and they have a cheesy quote. If you know me, I am a cheesy quote girl. So having that, I loved it. But I just thought it was very simple and a great way to get things out. And it doesn't always have to be about your business. And I talk about this all the time with social media marketing. It's not about your business. So it's how you can connect with people. And Reels is a great way to connect differently with your potential customers. So start slow, start off, do one. Commit to doing one this month and see what kind of reaction you get. And, continue it, because I promise it will pay off. So Reels are it for Facebook. Again, you can create the reel in Instagram and have it flow over to Facebook. So you're only creating it once. If you do download it before you post it, you can post it onto YouTube, and you can save it and put it in through email. I mean, you can do so much with it. So save it before you post it is my tip for you. And it's cool because you can add captions to it. You can add fun text. I encourage you just to watch them. There are, I don't know how I got on it, but there's dogs on one of my accounts. And they are the coolest videos. And so if I can't sleep at night, I'm usually thumbing through those. It has nothing to do with business, but it's very entertaining. So I just wanted to share that. Reels is brand new to Facebook, and it will continue to be very popular for 2022. Video content. Well, shoot, I think I've talked a lot about that already. We've talked about Facebook Lives. We've talked about uploading content, video content that you've created off the platform and uploaded, and we've talked about Reels. So video, I would encourage, if you are not using video for your business and you haven't in the past, figure out how you're going to add that to your strategy for 2022. That is going to be one of the best ways for you to get in touch and in front of people on Facebook this year without having to pay. This is the best way for organic reach. So video content, use captions. I know some of the apps already added on there when you upload it. So let's say you record it on your cell phone and you upload it to Facebook through Business Suite or Creator Studio, you can add captions and it will auto-generate the captions. Or you can create it in a platform such as Instagram and add the captions, and so it'll add it onto the screen as well. But add captions is important because most people have their volume off on their cell phone, and that's how we're watching videos most likely, or getting on Facebook is through our phone. And unless it's something that grabs their attention right away, the captions, at least they will see and can get your information that way. And the second point I have is go big in the first 3 seconds. We are busy. We have things happening all around us. If we are not captivated in the first 3 to 5 seconds, we probably won't be watching it. Record it vertical or square. And when you post it on the Facebook, make sure there's compelling copy to go with it. Some people like to give a whole recap of everything that's in the video. I'm not saying that's bad or good. See what your audience prefers, but grab their attention in the copy. So don't forget about that part. There have been a lot of changes in groups, and for those of you that have groups that are watching now or on the replay, here are some things on subgroups. This is a cool feature. This is where if you have a group with people from all over the United States or all over the world, you can have subcategories for regions. You can have subcategories for certain topics, whether it's like weight loss and fitness or diet planning or whatever works best for your group. Subgroups I think can be very, very, very beneficial for a larger group that may have the opportunity to kind of hone in on people in a new way. And the other thing that is changing in groups, or you may have noticed, this is starting to roll out. Admins can change the group colors, post backgrounds, fonts, adding emojis, and then also a new greeting where they can share the rules with the new members. So those new tools are happening. Community chats is something else that is added here for the groups, Facebook groups. So you can chat with Facebook and Messenger, and it allows the admins and the moderation team to talk in real time and not clutter up the group itself. Fundraisers, so depending on what kind of group you have, you can raise money for the group projects or to pay the host for their time, or just a way for the members to support it financially. Shops. This is exciting. This is an exciting one for some businesses that have products to sell. You can now tie your Facebook shop into your group. And also for a group that may be more of a fun gathering of people, and you want to have custom items for sale for your group, you can do that through shops. Paid subgroups. This can be very exciting for coaches or networking groups. You will be allowed to have a subgroup of the group where they have to pay a fee to be part of that subgroup. So I know some of you do coaching and do paid coaching or paid opportunities for extra information or programs. This might be the solution for you. So keep an eye on this. It will be rolling out. If your group does not have it already, it will be rolled out shortly. Admin Assist is being added shortly as well. It's where you pin announcements. I'm going to read this because there's a lot. Pin announcements to a new featured section at the top of their groups to take advantage of an update to the moderation aid Admin Assist. So it will now allow personal suggestions of criteria to add and better inform admins when certain content is declined. So the last thing I want to talk about for the groups is community awards. Again, depending on how you use your group, this could be a fun element. Again, making it a fun place to be, not only informative, but fun, will keep people coming back. Keep them coming back. I'm rolling right along. We are good at 32 minutes. All right, I'm going to take another drink, see if there's any questions. All right, we've got a few people that have done reels. Rhonda says it gets a lot of engagement. I like it. Karen, no, have not done a reel. Well, I encourage you to do so. Okay, so live shopping again. So if you have items for sale, now you can actually have a live Facebook shopping show. Great for boutiques, maybe a restaurant or somewhere where you're buying food. I don't know, use this to your imagination. If you have Facebook shops, you can now do live shopping. And I thought this statistic was amazing. 60% of web purchases are impulse buys. Who had an impulse buy this holiday shopping season? It was me. I kept seeing this Facebook ad over and over and over again, and I finally clicked on it, and I was like, what the heck? I'm going to buy it. And it was actually turned out to be a really cool product. So I'm pretty pumped about it. But just check out everything that's happening with the live shopping. Again, it's starting to roll out. Some of these tools are just starting to roll out. Not everybody will have access to them right now, but you will soon. And so this is something to keep your eye on. If you are not using Facebook shops and you have items to purchase, figure out how to get that up and running. So a lot of people did this actually during the pandemic when things were shut down. They started putting their items up in Facebook shops. So it's just another storefront for your items to be purchased, and who knows who might be able to buy them. You might have be able to reach people that you never thought was possible. Algorithm, I know this is something that's been of concern of people, and it changes all the time. So this is, as of right now, some of the ways that Facebook has or takes into consideration for the algorithm. Relevancy score. How relevant is the information to the user? Number one. And why is this important actually for your business? Well, if your business is not doing or providing relevant information, Facebook isn't going to show them to people. So I have a long list of there, but basically when you come up into Facebook, your first post is usually chosen by Facebook as for the relevancy score. So they're saying you are most likely to interact with this post, and that's what you're going to be seeing first in your feed. And that goes back on the history of what you've interacted with in the past. So that's how you see it. So getting people to engage with your posts is really where we're at, whether it's liking, commenting, sharing, saving it, those things. Facebook takes it and categorizes it and then saves it for when you come back up online, and they're going to show you exactly what it is that you used to, or your history says that you were looking at will continue to show. Prioritizing friends. You can also do this with the business pages, so that's the see first, and also with the groups where you tell them that to make sure that they see every post. Encouraging people to take that action is really important so that they don't miss your stuff. Time spent. This one was interesting, and I actually never knew it existed until I was doing the research for this presentation. But time spent. So if you are spending a lot of time on a particular post, Facebook is taking that data, and so the next time you log in and you're scrolling, it's going to show you similar posts to the ones that you've been taking the most time on. And then video engagement is the last one. And of course, it would be video because video is important on Facebook now. So they started, not only are you watching it, but are you turning it to full screen? Are you bumping up the volume? So any kind of engagement that you're having with the video, they're putting that into the algorithm. So again, that is why video is super, super important. So it's ever changing. Who knows how long this little systematic approach is going to be in place, but this is what I have found currently happening. So Facebook is now Meta, and I don't have a slide for this, but what does that mean? Well, the metaverse is here. It's really a proactive conversation, basically, of where Facebook wants to go in the metaverse. And it doesn't really affect small businesses now. However, you may want to keep your eye out open for this. A lot of AI information. So in the VR, it's all about what it could be. So improving the situation, the experience for the users is really what Meta is about. And within the next, we're in 2022, he wants this all launched by 2030. So in about 8 years, we're going to see it all come into fruition. And you're going to see a lot of AI and VR information happening, meta towns and all sorts of different things. So as I get more information and as it becomes more relevant to our small business owners, you'll better bet that I will inform you on it as well. But right now, it's just a name change, like a branding change for predicting what they really want Facebook to be in the future. So that is all I have. I am so excited. So I wanted to get this in under 45 minutes. I know I talked really loud, or really maybe loud too, but really fast. So if you have any questions, now is the time to drop them. I did want to give you guys some free things here for tuning in. If you do not have this, my free content, 64 content ideas for social media marketing, there's the address to go there. I will also drop it into the comments. If you are not a member of my Facebook group, please join me. I am adding more tips, tricks, lessons, all that fun stuff for free in this group, and I will not be putting that on my regular Facebook page. So if you want the inside scoop and you're a business owner, this is a place to be. I also want you to check out my products. If this seems overwhelming for you, you're not really sure how to create content, where to go, how to be organized, I got you. Again, $10 for my ultimate social media planner. It is, all these are instant downloadables. I guarantee you they will be useful to you and your business. I also have the 365 days of content for social media. I'm taking the guesswork out of what to post on Facebook. So great. Just go to my website, cindyrowemarketing.com /products, or go to the products tab and you can see all three of those actually. And new this year, I just wanted to announce, and I'll be getting you on your way and answering your questions, but done for you social media subscription. For those of you that do not have the time to come up with the copy, I've got the posts, the prompts, images, captions, hashtags, and everything delivered to your inbox every month for only $19. So check that out. This is a brand new feature that product that I'm offering. All right, let's see what we've got here. Any questions? No, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yes, Michael, Pexels is one of my favorites too. And I will add the other ones I have. Oh, I have to think of them, but I'll add them in here too. If you have any questions, you're watching this on the replay, please let me know. You can always inbox me. You can always email me. And I will put that in the comments too. So if you don't want to post your question here, you can inbox me and send me an email. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you learned some things, and I hope maybe the strategy that you take into 2022 for Facebook came from some of the ideas and concepts that I shared with you here. It is the place to be, whether we like it personally or not. Our customers are there, and it's how do we get in front of them on a consistent basis for them to take action and come up with us. So if you have any questions, again, drop them in the comments, message me, email me. But thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.